Hello guys, welcome to this video. I'm sorry that I haven't been active lately. I was busy with my personal projects and I'm happy to be back again. So let's just tell you how I did this kind of effect. It's kind of net simulations, and I only use 3D Max and Tyflow and After Effects for the composition. So let's jump into it. So this is my 3D Max file. As you can see, the trick I use to get this kind of effect is to use two 3D Max files. One for only the ball animation, for the nice physics, and the second one is for the net simulation that you saw in this video, like this, absorbing energy net. And that's the main idea. So I used two Tyflow and two 3D Max files, so I didn't need to hand animate the ball and I just had to deal with the physics. And if I show you the Tyflow setup, it is as small as you can see right here. The main idea is I had this geometry of the skull and I just cut some faces, and I selected two kind of vertices. First, the row vertices. As you can see, I selected all of these and I used a find target to just move this particle over here to this over here to create a nice horizontal line. And I spawn some particles and by travel, and the timing is only the first edge. Then I use physics shape, and if I want to show you, these are the shapes that I use. It's not important, just I had to use physics operator for the interactions between all the objects. And if you want to interact some of the objects that you built in Tyflow together, you should just add physics shape operator to all of them. As you can see, I have the horizontal lines attached to a physics shape and vertical as well. Then I used a bird object for the ball, and I used physics shape as well, and I used then a speed to the particle y, to just demonstrate and simulate the shooting effect of the ball. And if I show you, let this simulate first. I got this result, but it's not the final effect. It's just to show you how I used it. It just shoots the ball and get interacted with these. And for the net, I used physics bind as well, and I think I used the proximity bind. Yeah, I used proximity bind as well as the family binding as well to siblings, so I had a more stiff looking net. Then I exported the ball only and moved it to a new 3D Max file. So this is my second 3D Max file. I figured out that I'm missing my Alembic file over here, and it's not a problem. I just show you the steps. I just imported the Alembic file that I got from my first 3D Max file. Then I added the bird to spline and used object 4. As you can see, let me show you the object 4. It's mainly the mesh of the goal that you can see, and if I turn this off, this is the main mesh. Then I use the time mesh to spline, and I used a skeletonize modifier, and I did use a Bertus spline with these values start and end on 50 and 1%. Then I used particle bind, which is so lighter than the physics bind. And what I did is to use the surface test for this particle, which these red particles that you can see are fixed and object binded to the main, so they will not drop down to the floor. And I used the collision, and I used my Alembic file to get the collision effect. You know, the main struggles I had with this setup, which is so simple, was to, you know, struggle with the settings, as you can see, mainly on the time step and the time scale. I had to get the right amount of numbers to make it true, but you know, sometimes I don't know, I increased my time scale, and the particles would stick to the ball, and you know, it was not the right form that I wanted. So this is the final Tyflow setups. As I said, I mainly use two 3D Max files, one for just the ball physics, and no need to hand animate it, you know, just interaction with particles and physics shape mainly. And on a new file, I just had the main geometry of the goal, so I use a time mesh to spline and use a skeletonize. Then in my Tyflow I use bird to spline and a particle bind and a simple collision, and just, you know, playing with the values of the settings of the Tyflow settings. I mean the time step and the time scale values, and this is much the all I did for this effect. And hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Again, I'm sorry that I wasn't been active lately, and I hope you figure out this effect and make it on your own. And that is all. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will try to keep up the work and create more videos like this for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe my channel and leave a like and comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.